I gained consciousness today with a severe case of the fear. The sort of fear you get after having 2 bottles of wine and about 3 hours of sleep. And a few cocktails. I woke up at 6:30 after going to bed at 4:30 with genuinely probably the worst fear I've ever had. Phoebe had a lot of concerns going on. I have never experienced shaking fear like that before, but it really got me thinking on fear. And at the time I couldn't get back to sleep because I just felt such a passion by my fear. I was so afraid of so many things. I started working on creative projects and thinking about thought experiments and ideas and possibilities and stuff. And I realized fear in the right place is actually very helpful and I think necessary. I think for a long time I have misplaced my fear and given it to areas of my life that have kept me quiet and tamed down and not myself as much. I think I've been embarrassed to be myself. I've been fearful of how people perceive me. I've been so fearful of how I've treated people, how I've learned to grow. I'm incredibly fearful of missing out on my own life, of being too much as well. Doesn't really relate to the other thing, but yes. But I realised in my weird haze of still drunkenness that I need to be fearful about other things. I am fearful about other things. I've been ignoring the fear rather than using it to motivate me to do stuff. So with more of a positive spin, that's not me being mean to myself. I'm fearful that I'm not taking advantage of the opportunities I have and the things I have at hand. I'm fearful that I'm not acting on my passions enough. I'm fearful I'm not learning enough. I'm fearful I'm not starting projects I want to. I have this wonderful camera I got for photography A-level. I have access to editing softwares. I can edit slightly. I have a brain that I can use. I sometimes fear that I'm not using my brain as much as I want to. I just have so much access to the thing that I'm most passionate about, storytelling and creating videos, and I haven't been doing any of it. I want to practice my storytelling and communicating and editing and also just document my life going ons because it's what I'm passionate about and something I want to also be able to look back at. So as horrible as it felt this morning, literally shaking with the fear, and I still have it now, to be honest, I think I need to reframe how I think about fear, and I need to really analyse what I fear in life. I think a film I watched the other day has also started me on this thought process. Looking for a Friend for the End of the World, I think it's called. I watched the whole thing at 2 a.m. the other night. I have not been sleeping recently. Don't know who, why, when, what, where my sleep is, but it's not here. But yeah, it's a Steve Carell cheesy 2012 movie. It's a little bit adjacent to Little Miss Sunshine, I think. It's more of a serious Steve Carell role. I fucking love that man. He's got a great nose. But you can guess what it is. It's a disaster movie where the end of the world is happening in 3 weeks. And there's so many characters in it who are regretful. That's kind of the whole premise. And there's just one, Keira Knightley's in it. I don't know why. But there's a line where she says, I've put all my energies into the wrong places and people for years and years. And I don't want to do that. I want to put my energy into what makes me really passionate and focused and hardworking, and that's creating film stuff. It was a strange movie. It was quite twee, and a little bit too much at times, but I think I can hack those movies sometimes. Yeah, I need to have the fear about the right things, not the wrong things. I'm sure there's some great reading I can do on fear. But sometimes I just want to experience stuff myself, not always coming from the greats or other people. Sometimes my ramblings and musings are just enough.